Now it's time for a little personal share on how Jungian psychology and these tools have transformed my life and are continuing to transform my life, because I'm really deeply passionate about Jungian psychology around depth work, inner growth work like this, and self-knowledge, knowing ourselves better. And 2 years ago, I was in a relationship and it was not working. I wasn't sleeping. I was depressed. I was about to, or maybe I was, in also another existential crisis spin of just, what is the point of all this? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if where I'm going is the right direction for me. Gosh, I don't know what the point of any of this is. And there were a lot of challenges in the relationship, and I decided to see a therapist. I found an amazing psychotherapist in my area, and she had some knowledge of Jungian psychology. I didn't ask her specifically to use Jungian psychology on me, but we began to engage in some deep shadow work. She began to assist me with some deep shadow work, shadow excavation, and I began to see that I was so disconnected from my sense of self, my inner authority, my sense of inner self-worth, self-love. I had put it all so far outside of myself that I didn't feel like I had the power to be my own life's author, to author my own life. And so no wonder I felt depressed. I felt powerless. I felt angry. Depression is oftentimes anger turned in. And so we started to do a lot of shadow work. I started to do a lot of self-work on my own. I tapped into astrology. I tapped into some personality theory, MBTI, which is actually based off of Carl Jung's psychological types theory and book. And I learned that I was a certain type, INFP. And I learned that a lot of the challenges I experienced were very common to my type, extremely common. A lot of my gifts and talents and abilities were extremely common to my type. And it really comforted me, and it really gave me a direction to go, because the inferior function in the MBTI Myers-Briggs type analysis is what made this personality type theory really popular and accessible to the world. If you know your type, that last function is the shadow function, is the one that you really have to work on a lot. And it is extremely beneficial for your whole life. So I suddenly had a direction to focus, and I suddenly was developing more language on naming these things that were really hard for me to do. And I started playing with tarot cards. I started playing with the Rider-Waite tarot deck, and I started using tarot as a way to dialogue with my unconscious. So tarot from a Jungian perspective is a mirror into your unconscious. And I also started receiving a lot of dreams and working with my dreams. And my dreams were showing me exactly where I needed to integrate some shadow material that I had. And I was using astrology with AI to also assist me in finding patterns and naming these things that I've never been able to name before on my own. where I get stuck, why things are hard for me, and what I really needed to work on to transform. And I learned in realizing I was an INFP that I would be really good, that my type is typically really good or lends itself towards therapy work, counseling, guidance, coaching. So I essentially started investigating a new vocation in working with people one-on-one in a healing capacity, using psychology and understanding of the psyche. And I didn't even know that Jungian coaching was a thing until maybe a little less than a year ago. So I'm sleeping, first of all. I feel genuinely happy. Content. Maybe I'm not doing the extreme highs and lows anymore. I feel really connected to my sense of purpose and, more importantly, my sense of direction, because that used to disappear on me all the time, and I felt so lost. And my parents died when I was 25. I became an orphan. I've had that feeling for so long of just being lost without guidance. And what Jungian psychology has been able to do for me is connect me to this deep wellspring of guidance, because I know to keep moving in the direction of integrating this unconscious material with my conscious material, to keep integrating what I know about myself, what I identify myself to be, and what I don't prefer myself to be, but is just as valid and as big of a part of me and a need that I have, into my conscious awareness. And it's given me so much. I'm sharing online more, I'm posting more, I'm just feeling more creatively fulfilled and flowing. And I just have this rich sense of meaning now from everything that I do, going to dance classes, doing my dream work in the morning, starting to help people on their individuation path, their psychological growth journey. And I really made gifts from all these wounds. So that was a bit longer than I anticipated of a story, but that's just, a little bit about me and why I'm coaching. And I have so many tools that I use in my personal practice, and I am going to be documenting here and there parts of my integration and my individuation journey. So if you have similar things in common with me, then definitely check those videos out. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really helps me out. And also subscribe for more content on Jungian psychology, healing and transformation, and tools for self-growth. And drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear what resonated most for you. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!